back to the Reality Receipts podcast starring me, Storytime with Ricky.
And me, Reality Ashley. And as you can see, we have a very special guest today. We have Tony. So you originally know him from The Mole season 2, but he's most recently on Battle Camp, which we are absolutely loving. So maybe we'll talk a little about The Mole later, but we want to dive into Battle Camp. So how did you find yourself from The Mole to Battle Camp? Was it a really quick turnaround, or did you have a little break between?
It was pretty good. It was a pretty quick turnaround. I would say relatively quick. I got back from Malaysia, I want to say like September, and I knew about Battle Camp February. Like I was like ready to leave around February. So I would argue that it was a pretty quick round turnaround time.
Yeah.
So,
And
yeah,
so
it was pretty. Go ahead.
So they just reached out to you and asked if you'd be interested, or did you know about it like while you were doing the
I
mold?
had no idea. No, they reached out. It was honestly like pretty hilarious. I actually almost didn't get on because I wasn't answering my emails. Like, yeah, no, like I got a call one day from like LA or something, some random LA number, and I usually don't pick up unknown numbers, but I was like on a walk and I picked it up, and it was like a super nice lady, and she was like, "Hey, like, we've been emailing you, like, we don't know if like you're not interested, but like," and she pitched to me, and I was like freaking out. I was like, "Oh my god, I'm so embarrassed. Like,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I don't check emails. Like, I personally don't. Like, I don't check my fucking emails. I'm sorry." So
It's hard to know sometimes too, like because there's so much spam and so many fake things that it's hard
no,
to tell
I literally
what's
just
real,
don't
so.
open my email. I'm like that guy that has like 10,000 unopened messages. Like I just
Love
don't
it.
check my email. Like, so yeah, they told me about it, and they're like, "Yeah, we've been trying to reach you," and I was like, "Oh my god, like I'm not that Hollywood. Like I'm not that cool, Like absolutely." Yeah, so I thought it was pretty funny. But yeah, no, they told me about how cool it was. Like, it was like super cool physical competition. And I'm like, oh, this sounds like up my alley. They're like, it's season 1, so I was super stoked because like a pilot is like very, very cool. So yeah, I had loved the idea from the very get go, from the second they told me.
Okay, awesome. So how would you say the mole prepared you for battle camp, and did it help you at all with your strategy?
I think it hindered me.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I think it hindered me.
What
I
way?
think the mole hindered me because like it gave me like this like PTSD that everybody was like, that I had to do so much more than I actually had to. So like if you notice, like my time on the show is like very stressful because I'm just like, okay, what do I have to whisper to tell people and like do all these crazy things, and it made me really overthink the game when probably could have just played it a lot cooler. But I mean, that wouldn't have made for that good of TV if I just played it cool.
That's
Yes,
true.
you
gave us
you
some
did.
good TV.
You did. You kept the first few episodes very exciting, and it's true.
First
Like
four.
Yeah, yeah. And I think when you come from like a gamer type show already, you're already in that mindset. It's so different than like someone that comes from more of like a Too Hot to Handle or a romantic type show. So
yeah, and you see that with Louis, right? Where Louis is like so trustworthy and so like shrug his shoulder and just like very like kumbaya. And then you have like Trey, Avery, QT that are just very like on it, like really playing these mind games. So it was they like obviously like were reading in between the lines and doing a lot more versus where like someone like Louis and Bree were kind of just laid back and just kind of like, yeah, let's win this,
Yeah.
So definitely a lot more depth to the game than just going in there and being like, oh, you're with your team, right? Like, no, I felt like there was a lot more to it. But yeah, I think it hindered me. I think it gave me a lot more like anxiety about what was going on around me.
Yeah, that makes sense. And so the first challenge that you did, Lexi made a little mistake and she lost it for you, and you were not happy about that, which is totally fair. I mean,
Oh my
the whole
God.
point is winning. So do you wish you reacted differently, or you don't have any regrets at all about that? What's your thoughts looking back?
Honestly, not really. I mean, we were like, I felt like I'll be honest, like the whole like thing with like pinning Avery and Lexi against each other. The reason I really did that is because I knew that like if I didn't do that, there would be a big risk of everybody just coming after me. Because like I was like a big target to like take out, right? Like physically fit, like arguably the strongest one in camp at the time. So like I thought that would have been like, okay, like if I don't pin these two girls against each other, I was like, more than likely everyone's just gonna try and vote for Tony, because like that would be like the most obvious choice of like, let's take out someone that's physically a threat,
Yeah.
So I don't know if I regret it. I think I played it really smart. Obviously, I love Lexi.
Yeah.
You know, I got a lot of hate for voting her out, but like, it was like one of those
You,
things where it's like, I either do this and make it messy, or like people are gonna try and come after me. That being said, when I did that, obviously word got out and people knew like, oh shit, Tony's like quick to cut somebody off. And then I felt bad afterwards because like my teammates obviously looked at me like as like a somebody that like would take them out if it needed to, like if I needed to, which obviously like wasn't the case for George and Lorenzo, because I love George and Lorenzo. Would have done it to Polly, but George and Lorenzo I probably would have never done it to.
yeah. Yeah,
What
they were
is the
worried.
beef? What is the beef with Polly?
No,
What
there's
is
no
the-
there's no beef with Polly. I just love Lorenzo and Georgia. There's actually no
Who
beef with Polly. I
doesn't?
actually love
Who
Polly.
doesn't?
Yeah.
Who doesn't love Georgia
Oh my
and
god, they're
Lorenzo?
so cute together.
I
Like they're
know,
just like
yeah.
they just want to hug them.
They're too.
Yeah, seeing them this
cute.
past week was one of the best things ever. Like hanging out with Georgia and Lorenzo was literally one of the best experiences again. Like to see them again was fantastic.
Okay.
So you're cool with Lexi now. Everything's good.
Oh my god, yeah, Lexi's awesome.
Love
Lexi
it.
hosted like an awesome party for us. Like Lexi's like a really, really nice person.
Yeah.
Obviously I felt bad, like, hey, like you gotta go, but like, you know, like it
You were
is
just
what it
playing
is.
the game. Yeah. You were
Yeah, there's
playing
no,
hard.
I mean, if it, you know, it
Yeah.
is what it is. It's just, I'll be honest, like, I'm like really big on like, keep the drama for the cameras, and then like off camera, like, let's just all be friends, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So it was kind of understood that like some of the drama you were stirring up was like it's for TV. Like you guys know that
Yeah,
you're not
I really,
like this.
yeah, I really hope people see like the personality on TV and the personality outside of TV are two totally different people, right? Like, I
Yeah.
love the exaggerated drama. I love being hyper emotional on TV because like it makes it so much more fun.
Yeah.
It makes it so much more dramatic. Like I'm there, I'm like in my emotions, but like the minute you get out of it, it's like almost like you like come out of the water where you're like, whoa, like I'm back in real life.
Okay.
You know? So
When-
no, definitely can't act like how you act on TV in real life. I mean, you could, but like you might be a weirdo.
We interviewed Bree recently, and she said that you're amazing. She loves you. You're one of her favorites, and so we always find that somebody who sort of makes a big splash on the show is always the most lovable in real life because they're just playing the game and they know how to, they know how to create those moments.
I would chop my fingers off for Brie. I love Brie. Brie is such a sweetheart. I'll be honest,
We love her too.
I'll be honest from the cast, like everybody on that show has been so kind and loving and so like supportive in terms of like some people didn't like their edits, some people, got backlash, and like everyone's been very supportive and very like, if you guys need anything, like we're here to talk, like very, very kind. So it's been an awesome experience, and I love everybody on the show. Like everyone was very, very sweet, from Shuby to Polly to Chase to Georgia. Like they've all been so fantastic towards one another.
What did
Oh,
you
that's
think
so
of
good to
your
hear.
edit? What did you think of your
Oh my
edit?
god, I loved it.
You loved it.
I
Okay.
loved it.
Good.
I mean, listen, I did everything with purpose, right? Like I
Okay.
go on TV to make a splash. Like
Okay.
Yeah.
from season 2 of The Mole to this one, like I go on TV with the mindset of like, all right, we need to go viral. What are we
Yeah.
going to do to go viral? Like we're
Okay.
going all the way. So when I go
Yeah.
on TV, it's so I go all the way.
Okay.
Like I don't want to, and even if like in that moment in time, like I'm a rational guy, like outside of TV, but like on camera, I'm like, all right, like let's do this all the way. Let's be as ridiculously delusional as possible.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I think that makes it makes the experience much more fun for me.
For sure.
Because I really get to lean into that character of like, you're just like this like himbo that loves girls and loves to win, and it makes it so much more fun. Like I love myself and I love girls, and that's the
Yeah.
character I play. And it's like, one, I play that character really well,
Okay.
and it's like it's very fun. It's like very exhilarating because it's like freeing to like play that character and like really lean into it and just be
Yeah.
absurdly ridiculous.
Have you been getting
Yeah.
backlash based on how you were presented on the show, or you're getting
I've gotten
a lot of
so much
positive-
love. I've gotten so
Really?
much love. Yeah, I've gotten
Okay.
so much love. I've gotten the occasion. Everybody gets a little bit of hate. I've gotten the
Right.
occasional like, you're so mean. But like, I think if you go on my social media and like you see through it, I think people get that it's an exaggeration. I think people are starting to understand that it's like, oh, this is just like almost sarcastically ridiculous. Like it's
Yeah.
sarcastically douchey. Like I enjoy that. I enjoy
Okay.
being ridiculous. From the talking in the mirror, like, oh my God, like who does that?
Yeah.
But it's absurd, and I love it. Like it's so ridiculous. And I knew there was cameras in the bathroom, and I was like, oh my God, they're gonna love this shit. you know? So I
Yeah.
went into I found the mirrors, and I'm like, what is going to be the most absurdly egotistical thing I could do? I'm like, I'm going to talk to myself and hype
Yeah.
myself up.
Mm.
So like those are the things that I love to express and just be absolutely delusional with. I even got the
Yeah.
tattoo on my neck. Like I love it. Like I love
I
being
love it.
delusional. It's just fun. It's very, very
Yeah.
fun.
And
Well,
you
yeah, it
want
was
to,
definitely a great character.
yeah, and you want to find those people that get you and they understand that you're playing a little bit of a persona on there. Like the people that take it so seriously and think that's your whole personality are not your people anyway. So it's
Oh
nice
my God.
to
If someone thinks that's actually me, I would hope they wouldn't want to hang out with me
no.
because like that's so scary. But yeah,
Yeah.
no, everybody on the show I think gets it. And I think everyone plays their character up a little bit on TV. Some
Yeah.
do. I think Lorenzo truly is how he is on TV. And so
Yeah.
there's a few people that
He's
don't
so
play it up.
cute. He's so
Yeah.
cute. I think Lorenzo is like, I was like, he's like definitely like a fave of mine. You were not a fave of mine, Tony. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't like your character. I didn't like the character you played. But in real life, you did bomb. But your character wasn't fair. I was like, okay, he's a little like how you were supposed to be unhateable. I was like, he's not unhateable. He's actually hateable. So I don't know how that's gonna
What?
work for him on TV.
Ricky.
On TV.
This is Ricky, not me.
It's okay.
To me, your character wasn't unhateable. That's just my opinion.
I thought you were entertaining, and I love that. Like there's
100%.
some people that you don't even notice are there, and you know you were so memorable that we wanted to talk to you. So we
100%.
appreciate.
Well, I'm
Yeah.
honored.
Yes.
I'm
So
honored.
one of the challenges that you absolutely smashed was the nasty milkshake challenge. So I mean, it looked disgusting. Was it like as
I-
bad as it looked, or were you playing it
it
up,
was-
hoping?
No, that one was not playing it up. That was really bad. That was
Yeah.
I'm like I have like a super soft stomach too. Like I'm like very organized in my life. Like I have very clean meals and stuff. And I'm very big on taste and texture.
Yeah.
And you know, I knew I had it because like once we stood in front of them, like you could smell the aroma of like all like the cheese and stuff. Like it was definitely like old
Yeah.
moldy cheese. It was moldy cheese, right? Like
Yeah.
and like I stood in front of it and I smelled it and I'm like, oh my God, okay, like how are we gonna do this? And like obviously off camera they told us like, hey, per challenge, like you have to finish the milkshake, otherwise you don't get points.
Wow.
So
Well,
me
that's
knowing
why
that I
you
had the
chugged
milk,
it.
that's why I
you
chugged it. Everyone's like, Tony, why'd you chug it? I'm like, bro, because if I had stopped, I was like, I wasn't gonna get it down. I would have puked in
No.
the cup. It would. So my mindset was like, all right, just down it and then deal with the consequences after.
Yeah.
And then hope to God that the three people next to me could like kind of put on a show so that nobody thinks it's me. But no,
Yeah.
that was truly, and they cut out a lot. Like I was holding on for dear life, just yakking everywhere.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a nasty mess. And like it didn't taste any better the second time around, right? Like
Yeah.
when it came back up, I think it tasted even worse. So
Oh, no.
yeah, I had
Yeah.
to down it. I also
No, it
thought
was
it was
rough.
funny that I had it because like my entire time I'm thinking, I'm like, all right, like I'm definitely gonna be like a lovable, hateable character. I was like, so this is gonna be hilarious that like people are gonna watch me suffer for a little bit. So I was
Yeah.
like, whatever, I got it. I hope people enjoy watching me suffer for a bit.
So another challenge was the plank challenge. So you were so sure that Georgia was going to say that you were the most attractive.
Okay, I have an explanation for this one.
Please.
My thought process on that one was that Georgia knew that I would have wanted to get most attractive.
Okay.
So she would have gave it to me knowing that I would have fought for it,
Yeah.
if that makes sense.
Yes.
Okay.
it
So
does.
like that's where the confidence came from. I'm like thinking, I'm like, all right, Georgia knows that I'm gonna want the most attractive. Regardless of what I think she thinks, right? Because she had told me multiple times that Lorenzo was so pretty, and like Lorenzo would do like his blush in the morning, and we'd acknowledge how handsome he is. So
Yeah.
like realistically, like logic told me she's gonna pick Lorenzo, but I'm thinking, all right, but she knows that I'm gonna fight for it because I would want that trophy. So
Yeah.
she's gonna give it to me knowing that like I'm gonna argue that it's me, right? And then she did that logic with other ones, but obviously that was after I took the flag. So I think that was like my mindset. I think it could have gone either way. Obviously,
Yeah.
my mind tells me that I'm the most attractive, but
Yeah, I think she definitely started getting confused as to like, yeah, are you gonna do what you think or what you think she thinks, and then it just
I
got
know,
to be
yeah,
such a
it
mess.
got complicated. I honestly felt
Yeah.
really bad for her because she was really upset by it. So
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, because
Yeah.
then once you took the flag for the attractive one, she was like, well, he's gonna, take it for the
Yeah,
ally.
so I
Well,
definitely
even
fumbled
though,
that. Yeah,
yeah,
that I definitely made things confusing by thinking that logic. So
yeah,
Was
yeah.
that scary? Do you have a fear of heights? Was it
I'm
scary
terrified. It's my
doing the
biggest
job?
fear. It's my
Yeah.
biggest fear. I'm in Miami right now. I'm in a tall building. I don't go above a certain floor because I can't look down.
Oh wow. Okay, that's
So like,
impressive that you did it then.
I can't do heights. I'm petrified of heights. And on the plank, I mean, obviously the TV shows like a little bit, but like your legs barely fit on there.
Yeah.
So like your legs barely fit on there, and you could see like the camp in the background. You could see like the river, or I'm sorry, the lake that we're supposed to do things on. So it's very high up. And then on top of that, it was like really windy. Like it was
Yeah.
freezing cold. So it's like
Yeah.
40 degrees, you're shivering, you're like up there, like you have nothing to hold on to. And like the rope, they would loosen it, like they wouldn't give it tug.
Oh,
So like you didn't really have anything holding you up. You're just kind of standing there like, so it's a very uneasy feeling, especially if you don't like heights.
yeah, yeah, and then we heard it in the scream.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually watched it back.
Yeah, they slow mode that.
They slow mode it and played it 3 times.
Yeah.
I
was
guess people like to
entertaining.
watch Tony suffer, so it's fine. It's cool. It's cool. No
No, they
hate.
just
There's some fun in like watching a grown, strong man like scream. There's just
Yeah.
something just really thrilling about it.
yeah, there's probably not a lot that makes you scared, so they had to like really play up that moment.
Listen, how they sold me the show is that they were like, yo, it's like a physically competitive show, this and that. I'm like, all right, cool. It sounds like I'm going to do tug of war and lift weights. And I get there and it's like smoothies and heights. And I'm like, bro, this is garbage, bro. Like,
Yeah.
what's going on?
Not what
Yeah.
I signed up for.
Oh my God.
So obviously
rough.
a big part of your time on the show was Gabby, and so was there anything that we didn't see? Like, was there a little bit more of a showmancer? Or
Oh my
she
God, there was so
all-
much more they didn't show. But I think
figured.
they wanted to depict her as like really kind of like snaking me versus like us actually having a showmance, because it made her seem like a much more like in-depth player of like, okay, I'm gonna play this guy.
Yeah.
But I would say there was definitely like a showmance. Like I would argue, maybe I was getting bamboozled the whole time, but like there was like a scene. So the night that she left, I was really emotional because like we had spent like an hour together hanging out, like her sitting on my lap, like we were like hanging out, just like she was kissing my forehead, like it was very romantic.
What?
Like not like, okay, it wasn't like romantic in the sense that like we were like in love, but in the sense that like we were really bonding. Like I really enjoyed her, and we were like looking back at it, it's funny because I'm like, damn, she voted for me, but like she was telling me like I want to go all the way, like we're gonna make it together really far in this. So like that emotion was running high, and then like obviously like that emotion was met with grief, you know. So
Yeah.
it was like, so it was very traumatizing.
So she
Okay.
kissed you on the forehead.
On the forehead, I was like a little. I was like,
did you kiss her anywhere?
no, I wish. No, I wish. I dream of it every day.
I dream of it every day.
No, she's really cool. We talk like every day. We're still really good friends.
Okay.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, she's awesome.
Yeah,
That's
so
amazing.
they tried to make it seem like only you had an interest, and they cut out all the stuff with her reciprocating.
Nah, I would argue it
sneaky.
was a two-way street. I
I mean, kissing
Okay.
on the forehead and sitting on the lap is definitely giving interest. That's just me.
I mean,
But-
man, if she was trying to bamboozle me, she was doing a good job. She was trying real
Yeah.
hard to bamboozle me.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
they cut it out because they did, I think, wanted to make it seem one-sided and like she was playing the game, probably for the sake of her boyfriend, who now I'm wondering if she's still with. But
Oh,
No?
she's not?
No, I think she has a different boyfriend now.
Oh, okay,
You.
all right.
She's a serial dater. She's a serial dater.
Okay. Did you
she-
guys ever date or?
No, we never dated. Not yet.
Not
To be
yet.
determined.
Yeah.
Not yet,
That,
but
Maybe we'll end
friends.
up another show together.
Oh, that
Yeah.
would be amazing.
friends to lovers is always a good thing. So you just stick it out for a while, and then you never know what could happen in the future.
I'm in for the
right?
long run.
That's-
You
that's good.
self-eliminated, and from the viewer standpoint, it looked like you self-eliminated because Gabby went home. Was that the case, or can you tell us more about why
Yeah.
you?
So obviously on the show I said, hey, if you ever go home, I'm going home after you. You know, so I
they
say
should
that on the
this.
show.
Okay.
And I say it like a bunch of times. It was like a
Yeah.
it was like a running joke that I kept telling her. I'm like, yo, if you go home, I'm leaving behind you.
Mhm.
So it was a mix of emotions. Yes, I did leave because Gabby also left, and I was really butthurt. But also, like, I was turned off by the game. Like, I was like, obviously, my emotions ran high. I was furious. I was angry. I was sad. So it was like one of those things where like I had too much emotions going on. Where like I was kind of thrown off by the game. I was like turned off. Like I didn't want to be there anymore.
Yeah.
It was like one of those things where like it's a TV show. Like I don't have to be here. Like I don't
Yeah.
have to.
But you
I like
$250,000. That's chump change.
it's not that it's chum change. It's like one of those things. A lot of people were saying like, "Oh, you lost the money." I'm like, losing something means you had it.
Yeah.
Like if I had $250,000 and then I lost it, that would be totally different. But it's like, no, I left and lost the opportunity to continue to fight for $250,000. But it wasn't like I already had it. So to me, I didn't lose anything. Like, I was just like, to me, I was just going back home. Like that's what my mindset was. Like my emotions are high. I'm very sad. I don't want to be here anymore. Like I want to go home. And I think and I talk about it. I'm like, this is like the coolest thing I could do. I could just leave. Like that's the cool thing. I really can just leave. Like I'm not hurting anybody by leaving.
I was wondering if, because on the mole, it seemed like you seemed a bit blindsided by leaving there. So do you think that did give you a little PTSD of like, you don't want that to happen again? So you just wanted to take control of when you left, so it wasn't a surprise again?
The mole was good, man. The mole was a good one. They made it seem like Hannah blindsided me, but she actually didn't. Me and her were actually working in cahoots the entire time.
Okay.
What actually happened is that like I think we had similar votes. I think I probably just had like one or two questions wrong. When I went home, she realized that Mike wasn't the mole, and that's when she started switching her votes over to I think Sean. So that's why she lasted so long. So no, it wasn't really. It wasn't really the reason to get blindsided. I just genuinely didn't want to be in there anymore.
Yeah.
It's like one of those things where it's like you're at a party, you know, it's like 1 a.m. at the party, and you want to go home, you know.
Yeah, leaving.
I was ready to go home. Party was cool, but I wanted to leave.
Yeah, leaving on a high note.
Yeah. Speaking of Hannah, that was a showmance. Like, yeah, first of all, we love a showmance over here. So I wish
Our
they would have showed you and Gabby's showmance, because that would have been
I
amazing.
could have sworn they would have brought Hannah.
Yeah. That would have been amazing.
Where the fuck was Hannah?
Where the fuck was
They got Louis. They brought Louis' girl.
We know where Hannah was. You know where Hannah was?
I know exactly where Hannah was.
Yeah, we do know where Hannah was.
I know where Hannah was.
Yeah. She
happened? Go ahead.
No, you go ahead. She will be on another show. It sounds like you already know about that though. So
yeah.
Are you on that show with her or
no?
Oh, okay. Too bad, because that would have been good.
What are they doing?
Yeah, we
Netflix.
need to see you and Hannah back together. What would
Bring
happen?
me back, Netflix.
Yeah.
Like let me win, Netflix. Let me win a showmance.
Let me win a showmance.
They
keep dangling it. They keep dangling it in front of me. They keep dangling it.
Yeah.
It's like you got to be quicker than that. I'm like, come on, Netflix. Come on.
So
they are probably.
What happened with you and Hannah after the mole?
Hannah and I are still friends. That's another one that I still talk to every day. I talk to all my girls every day. You know, they all.
Roster.
You got a roster.
No, there's enough Tony time. There's Tony time for everybody. Everybody gets a little Tony time.
So friendly or romantic?
It's friendly. It's friendly.
Was it ever romantic?
I'm sure if there was a few drinks in us, I'm sure we could figure something out.
So nothing romantic happened after the mole, after filming of the
mole.
Oh
no. We hung out in New York. We went out on a date to New York. It was a good time.
Oh, nice.
It's hard to date anybody with like long distance. It's like a lot. But Hannah's cool people. Gabby's cool people. George's cool people. All the girls on Netflix are cool people. Netflix does a good job at casting pretty girls.
That's true. Like,
and they will be casting Perfect Match season 4 soon, I'm sure. So you never know. You could see you and Gabby.
I'm waiting for my phone. Let me see if I have any missed calls.
Check your email. You have to check your email.
Yes, don't email him. Call him on the phone.
Call me, Netflix. Don't email me.
Love it. So obviously we mentioned you left episode 4. So the later challenges, do you think there's any you would have been really good at, or would they have been really hard for you? Like the water dunking one, or the the
That was
bug
really fun.
eating.
Everything got really fun after I left, but
Yeah.
they did start doing the double eliminations, which would have made me even more nervous.
Yeah, that's stressful.
Yeah, that looked really stressful. The Brie and Louis back to back was
Yeah, that was wild.
insanity.
So Romeo and Juliet.
That looks so staged. I'm sorry, Netflix. I love you, Netflix. That looks so staged. Obviously,
Yeah.
like not staged,
No,
but like
yeah,
crazy. That was crazy. When I saw that, I was like,
Yeah.
that was gnarly. And then the challenges looked really cool too. Yeah, I like the last challenge with like all the fire and stuff, and they just it was cool. They made it really, really fun. Do I think I would have been good at them? I mean, my ego's gonna say yes, but
yeah.
I mean, who knows, right? We'll have
Yeah.
to find out for season 2 when they recast me.
Yeah.
I know.
They do
what
need.
did you think of the eating the tarantula and the worms?
I probably
That was
been,
nasty.
I'll be honest. I'm good at like holding my breath and just downing it. I'm sure I would have thrown up, but I'm like, I don't know. I'd have to be there to find out.
Yeah.
I was the first one to suffer with the food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, I would have been like, my name's going on the wheel for sure.
Yeah.
So.
I'll take an L.
Just put me on there.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was insanity.
Yeah. Did you see that Georgia was on the Vile Files?
I don't know what Viofile is.
Oh, it's
Please, I'm so. Please excuse my ignorance, please.
she did throw a little shade at you yesterday. She was on the Vile Files and she said that when you left, when you self-eliminated, it was way worse than we saw and they gave you a good edit. So what was she referencing? Like she didn't say anything mean or anything. She just said what really happened and what they showed was a lot better. So did something else happen that you can say or no?
I don't know. I don't think it was that bad. I'll be honest. I mean, I did cry. I did. The worst part about it. So as I'm walking out of the cabin, I do swing open the door, and the door latch did break. So like, I would say like that was like the worst thing, you know, like the latch breaking. But I don't think me leaving was any worse than like Chase getting. Oh, I guess I didn't show that. But like Chase getting in Trey's face, like arguing and stuff like that. I don't think it was that bad. I'll be honest. From my perspective, what they showed, I thought was pretty okay. Like I didn't think it was that bad.
It was
The
an
Vile
accurate-
Files. I'm gonna have to check that.
Yeah, it was an. I'm gonna have to call her.
Yeah.
Hey yo, what are we doing here?
Talk
Yeah,
about I got a good edit because I was like,
Listen,
Yeah.
I'm cool with my edit. I'm not complaining about my edit. I'm happy.
Yeah, check it out because she was on yesterday, and yeah, that was the only little shady thing she said was that there was stuff they didn't show when you left, and that what they showed was a good edit compared to what we
Good.
saw. So
I like a good edit. That just means
It might
Netflix likes
be-
me.
it probably is like the door breaking or something like that because she made it seem like it was just something.
No,
they
the door
cut
did
out.
break. Yeah,
Yeah.
but like, what are you gonna do? Show a door broken? Like, who
Yeah.
cares? You got broke a door.
Yeah,
It's not the worst thing that ever happened on Netflix.
Yeah.
Right. And
So-
and at one point you called like Polly and Geo clowns.
oh yeah,
Yeah, as I'm walking out, I called them clowns. Yeah.
well,
Yeah, they
right.
showed that.
Yeah, they showed that. Like,
Yeah, they showed it. Yeah, that was the worst thing that happened. I yelled at Polly and fucking told her Sharon and Geo were clowns. Yeah, I was really frustrated because I thought like my biggest frustration with the Geo and Polly thing is that like I felt like they were working in cahoots, and I
Yeah.
thought Polly voted for me. Come to find out, it was Georgia, right?
yeah,
So yeah, no, Georgia didn't like my reaction because she thought I was gonna be really mad. Georgia thought I was gonna come after her the entire time, but like I
Yeah.
never was, you know.
yeah,
No, I would have gone for Polly long before I went for Georgia.
Okay.
yeah. So was there anything else that we didn't see that you thought was like important or relevant, and they cut it out that you were
No,
disappointed?
I thought it was good. I
Yeah.
love the whole dramatic me sitting on the bench thing.
Yeah,
But no, the producers were telling me to stay. You know, they told me, they're like, come back in. You know, we'll introduce you at the top of the hill. You know, you'll come back in and it'll be fine. You know, it's not a big
Yeah.
deal. And I didn't want to. I wanted to leave. I just thought it was like too far gone. I thought like my emotions were too high, and I thought like if I like stayed in camp, my emotions would be better.
Mhm.
And I was like thinking like, all right, this is gonna look bad. Like if I stay
Yeah.
on camp, like my emotions are bitter. I'm not gonna be fun to be around. Like I'm gonna get a shitty edit because like now I'm just being a dick, you know?
Yeah.
So like I just want it was one of those things where it's like before I turn into a dick and like start getting angry and being like start projecting, like
Yeah.
projecting my emotions, like it's best that I just leave.
I think that's very self-aware of you, you know, that you recognize that it's not a good situation or an environment for you and you left before it got worse. So
Yeah,
I think
I'm all
that's
down for
fair.
like I said, I'm all down for like the drama on TV. But like if it's like really like hurting my mental and like I'm just not happy to be there,
Hmm.
like I'd rather leave.
Yeah,
Yeah. After
that
you
makes
had a
sense.
minute to like calm down a day or two, did you regret leaving at all, or were you happy with your decision?
No, I was back in Florida. I was back in Miami. There was
Yeah.
nothing to regret.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
You're
no,
like,
like
I'm good.
my the thing is like my home is really nice. Like I really like home. Like I
Yeah.
live in Miami. Like I live down the street from the beach. So like me being home is the happiest I ever am. So like
Yeah.
it's not really like me coming home. Like there was no thought of like oh, like it was more of like okay, cool. Like what's next?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Did you say Chase got in Trey's face and they cut that out? So there was like a fight
Yeah,
between
apparently there
them?
was like some big beef with Trey, and then Kyle apparently like said some crazy shit too. Like when he was leaving, there was a lot of boy drama.
Oh, wow.
All the big boys, all the big boys,
Yeah.
all the big boys are really emotional. Obviously, I
Yeah.
take the cake for most emotional, but
Yeah.
there's a lot of cake slices handed out. I just got the
Yeah.
biggest slice.
Yeah, well, because we did see a lot of Chase and Trey on camera, but I don't think we saw a moment where Chase got in Trey's face. So
Yeah.
that
So they
No,
must-
yeah, they didn't show that. Yeah, no, it was pretty gnarly from what I heard. But again, that's just from what I heard. There's
Yeah.
no like, I wasn't there to see it. I was already back.
Yeah.
I was already back in Miami.
Yeah.
because I feel
So-
like
You were on
Chase
the
got
beach.
a good edit. Like I feel
Yeah,
like Chase
you got a good
came
edit.
across
I feel like they made
very
all the.
likable.
I feel like they made all the mean boys real likable.
Yeah.
Are you saying Chase is a mean boy?
No, I think me and Chase fall into the same category. At least I hope. Listen,
Yeah.
I look up to Chase. I think Chase is the man. I inspired to be like him. So, you know, if I could get more edits like Chase, I'd be really happy.
Yeah, well, he
Yes.
didn't get a good edit when he was on The Perfect Match. He was
No.
actually, he was like, we despised him. Like,
Really? I gotta see it. I've
roasted
never
him.
seen it.
Roasted him on TikTok. So then he became a lot more likable this season. I was like, okay, Chase. Like, I see redemption.
Yeah.
No, I've never seen it. I'm due for a redemption. I'm due for a
Yes.
heartfelt redemption for sure.
Yeah. They do
Well,
like
you're
to
doing really
do
well
that.
with this interview. So
Yeah.
this is a great start. But we would like to see you again on something like The Perfect
Oh,
Match.
thank
or,
you. That means
you
the
know,
world.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be
Yeah.
amazing.
Perfect Match or another
I'm
season
due.
of Battle Camp.
I keep getting shoved into like all these like competitive shows and trying to find love. So maybe we'll get shoved into a show where I'm meant to find love, right? Like,
Yeah.
and maybe I'll turn it into a competition show, right? Maybe I'll
Yeah.
get into shoved in the perfect match, and I'm over here trying to win all the competitions and not trying to find love.
Right, because
Yeah.
that's like a little bit of both. Speaking of finding love, are you single?
I am single, yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
single
Ladies, please
Yes.
open DMs.
The DMs are open and ready.
I'm looking at you, Georgia. I'm looking at you. I'm
Oh.
kidding. I'm kidding. Stop. I'm kidding.
Georgia is beautiful.
Oh my god.
Yeah, she's so beautiful.
Listen,
she
I have a big
Marvel
ego.
level.
I have a big ego. If there's
Mm.
someone that I think is out of my league, I would say it's Georgia. Georgia's in one of those things where it's like, damn, that's like a supermodel.
Yeah.
Oh wow, yeah, I agree.
And
Yes.
She's beautiful.
she did say on the Vial Files that she is single too, so you never know.
The File Files. Who is that?
Yeah.
I've never heard of these people. I gotta.
You know what? It's a really big, like probably one of the most popular reality TV
Podcast. Yes.
Yeah.
So
yeah. So he's hosted by Nick Viall. He was on The Bachelor. So
mhm.
Nice.
Georgia was the only person they had from the show, but they've had her before when she was on Perfect Match, and she had a lot of drama there, so they brought her back, and so she had some dramatic relationship stories. So
Yeah. Wait, I think I know exactly the green background, right?
yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I know exactly what that is. 'Cause I heard her talking about her ex-boyfriends.
Yes, yeah.
Mhm.
That's the
Yeah,
one.
she was talking about her ex-boyfriends. I think I could do way better than our ex-boyfriends.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That,
like you're not gonna hack into her iCloud. You didn't see the interview, but it was crazy. She had some crazy story about
No,
her.
I'm not gonna hack into her iCloud, but I'm also not gonna box Chase for her. So
that's
I
the
feel like I'd have
show.
to duke it out. I feel like I'd have to duke it out with Chase, and I'm like, it's like at that point, just fucking.
I feel like that would be a great show on Netflix. So they have everyone box, and the winner gets a date with Georgia. So it could be you,
No, I'm good,
Chase.
I'm good,
No,
I'm good. I'm good. I'm
For
good.
the love of Georgia.
No. I'll go after one of the Temptation Island girls, or like that tall blonde girl from $1 Million Secret. I'll go after her.
Oh, Sydney.
Sydney.
Sydney,
We talked to her.
so hot, so hot.
we we interviewed Sydney, and she's such a sweetheart. She's like
Oh my God.
beautiful inside and out. So okay.
Yeah. It's one that I'm sweating for sure. I'll
Well,
figure it
now-
out.
Well, you can
This
slide
is
in
a-
her DM.
Yeah, or
Who's that?
Perfect Match season 4. We
I'm
need
telling bro,
Tony.
Netflix,
We need
please.
Sydney. We need all these people. We need Gabby. We need Georgia. We'll get a little.
Well,
Would you
Hannah,
have-
Sydney, and George.
Would you have your eye on from Temptation Island?
Is it Olivia?
Oh yeah,
Mm,
Olivia? She's really cute.
yeah.
The
She's
blonde one, the blonde Olivia. Okay.
Blonde, listen, blonde's the
Was
only
it
way.
blonde?
Yeah.
Blonde is the only way. Blonde, if it's not blonde, I don't know what to tell you. Like,
I was
blonde
gonna
is
say
the only way.
you have a type, Gabby
I
and
do have a type.
Hannah. Yeah, they're very similar. So.
No, Sydney and Olivia. Oh,
Yeah.
I'll flip a coin. I'll flip a coin.
He's throwing it
Well,
out there.
if they don't cast this on Perfect Match, they're missing out. So we'll make sure
What?
that
They're
we
missing out so heavy.
Yes.
Netflix, please. I'm
So-
begging. Netflix, please. I'm begging.
Please.
I'll cancel my Hulu.
Or you could just slide in their DMs and like let us know
Yeah.
what happens.
Oh,
We'd rather watch it,
that's so brave.
It's
It
so
is.
weird.
Like
You
this-
know what? You know what? We got you. We're gonna assist. We're gonna make a clip of this, and they follow us. So
Yeah.
so hopefully they'll see it.
You're like, don't do it, abort.
They're both gonna DM me like, "Ew, you fucking weirdo."
You know what? I think Netflix has a big summer party where they invite all the people from the show. So you, Sydney, everyone should be there. So I think that's in a couple
You know,
months,
here's the thing.
so.
I've met them both for sure, but it was,
Oh,
it was
okay,
very it was very surface level. Just so I
Yeah.
know, I had to meet them in person to know that they're like, all right, no catfishes here. You know, like,
Yeah.
Okay.
no, for sure. That's funny. Okay, well now I'm nervous. Now
We won't.
I'm glad I fixed my hair for this interview, and I'm freaking out.
I'm glad I fixed my hair, and the lighting is actually really good. You're
Thank
good.
you, thank you. I made sure I made sure the natural lighting was hitting the good side of my face.
It's working.
So what is next for you, Tony?
Perfect match, I hope.
We love it.
No,
wait.
I'm just hanging out in Miami. I'm hanging out with a bunch of content creators. Right now, we're just in a growth stage, you know, trying to get as big as possible to impress some of these beautiful ladies. You know, I got to be a provider, so I got to provide for one of these lucky, beautiful ladies on Netflix. So I got to find the love of my life. You know, I think that's what's
right.
next is find the love of my life so I can settle down. I'm 26, so we're creeping on.
Oh,
We're
you're a
creeping
baby.
on. We're creeping on unk age. You know, so I got.
You got time.
Age 26, you have so much time.
No,
Yeah.
no. I'm not. I gotta like at like 30. I think men stop being a commodity. So I gotta make sure I get like very well established by that time, so I could reel
Rick-
in one of these lucky ladies.
Ricky's on Hinge and her age is set 45 to 60, so you got time.
45 to 50.
Ricky.
I moved you down. Little boys just don't got it, okay? Like they don't have their shit together. Like anyone under 30.
No,
Doesn't have
Ricky.
their
Nothing
shit
little
together.
about me, Ricky. Nothing
No,
little.
I'm
Big,
not
you got-
calling you a little boy. I'm just saying in LA,
Typical, yes.
over
Not everybody.
here, they don't have their shit together. So
Yeah.
I was like, but 45, hopefully they have their shit together.
I mean,
You
fuck,
never know.
45. I hope they're retired. Holy shit. 45 is crazy.
I know,
No.
60's crazy. 60's
Yeah.
crazy. I was like, okay. that's
Ricky, you gotta
crazy.
Ricky, you gotta start reading the expiration date on these guys.
I
45,
know,
I
I
think.
know.
45, I think.
60 was wild. So I moved
60
it
was
down.
crazy.
Yeah.
Do you want any dates? Any dates with 60-year-olds?
No. Oh, no 60, but 50. The guy I went
We're
on a date
scared.
with last week he was 50.
No judgment. Ricky, I don't judge.
Hey, he was,
But he
you
had
know.
his shit together.
He has shit. I pray he has his shit together. I mean, he's probably got grandkids. I mean, fuck.
Seriously, he didn't have any kids, so that was good.
No kids at
But-
50?
No, he didn't want any kids. So
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, at 50, I don't think it's your call at 50 anymore.
life has
Yeah, he's
decided
no going
for
back
you.
now.
Yeah.
I think you're past that. I think that ship has sailed.
In LA, it's very difficult to find someone even like under 40 that has their shit together. Like it's just, and so under 30, no, they're like still living at home with their mom. Like it's
Yeah.
like it's bad. So
All right. Well, Miami's a little different, so you guys
Yeah,
might have
you
to
gotta
switch it
move
up.
to Miami.
yeah. I'm actually gonna be in Miami tomorrow for a layover because I'm going to Jamaica. So
Oh,
so
the
I'll be
airport's 10 minutes from my house, Ricky. Airport's 10 minutes from my house, Ricky.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind. I'm like, I am blonde. I do have the blonde hair.
There you go.
so-
I see it. I see it. That's why I'm getting fired up right now. I was like, I had to be sure. I was like,
Oh
oh
my
shit,
God.
blonde hair.
I passed the blonde test. You
I don't know.
so-
I think the blonde's just been a thing since it's always been a thing. Like ever since I was a child, like blonde hair just like makes me cripple. I don't know why.
Oh,
Yeah.
Makes me grab all the
Everyone-
prize money and throw it out the window.
Seriously.
I swear, yeah.
Yeah.
And the mole, I fumbled on the mole. I fumbled on battle camp. I want to see what else I fumble.
Perfect match, because then you get the love
Yeah.
and the competition. I think it's the
Too hot to handle. They put me on that. A bunch of brunettes. It's over. We're taking
Yeah.
the money home. Don't even have to. I don't even have to
Perfect.
stress. I'm gonna be lounged up, not stressed. Like no one's coming near me unless they put Lorenzo on that show. Then maybe I'll be a little,
Yeah.
nervous.
So
Speaking
funny.
of the prize money, we forgot to ask if you would have won, even though you're happy to go home. But if you had won, what would you have done with the $250K?
Oh my god, I would have took my mom on the coolest trip. I'd
Oh,
probably take my
nice.
mom to like Europe or something. Me and my
Yeah.
mommy. Yeah, that's probably what I would do. I'd probably go to Europe for a little bit with my family and just take my family out on a cool trip.
Yeah.
Nothing crazy.
Aw,
I'm like
that's so nice.
decently smart with my money. I wouldn't blow it all. I'd
No.
I'd spend a little bit, just have like one good night out, but like I'd probably take a trip with the family.
Okay,
Yeah, like
that's
half
nice.
responsible and then half a little fun, which is, I think that's the way to go.
Not even half, maybe like
No.
10% fun.
A quarter.
Like a little bit of fun.
I would,
Yeah.
you know what? I'd pay taxes with it. Is what I would do.
Yeah. That's very
That's
responsible.
funny. Yeah.
yeah.
So
I'd be
tell
responsible.
everyone-
No crazy answers. No crazy answers
No.
for that one.
That's a
Tell
good answer, though.
everyone where they can find you, Tony.
Everybody can find me on Instagram, Tony Alejandro, 3 Y's. Like when the
Okay.
girls say my name, they always say Tony, like 3 Y's, TONYYY,
Love it.
Alejandro.
Are you on TikTok?
I'm on TikTok, same thing. I'm the same across all platforms. Tony
Okay.
Alejandro, 3 Y's.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Awesome.
Well, that's where you can find Tony.
That's where you can
Single-
find me. Come find me. Slide in my
ladies,
DM if you're blonde.
Yeah.
If you're
Blondes
blonde.
only.
If you're blonde and your name is Sydney or Olivia, please slide in my DMs.
Yeah. There it
Perfect.
is. Open invitation.
We will work our magic with a little
Oh my
clip,
god, you guys are
so.
insane. I don't want to watch the responses. I'm gonna cringe so hard.
Yeah, don't read the comments,
Don't read
you know.
the comments. Stay out
It's
the
better-
comments.
The comments are probably awful. Oh my god.
No. It's better, at least people are talking, right? It's something.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
They're talking all right.
You guys are crushing me. You guys are killing me.
No.
Well, thank you so much, Tony. It's been an absolute pleasure chatting with you today. This was so much fun.
Yeah, we had a blast. It was so nice
Thank
to.
you guys. My queens. Thank you so much. My beautiful queens. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for having me. It's an honor
Of
that
course.
I'm on this with you guys. It means the world.
Thank you
We had a
so
great
much.
time. Thank you so much, Tony.
I had a better one. I love you guys. You guys are
Yeah,
awesome.
and
We
if
love
you
you
guys
too.
have not watched Battle Camp, all episodes are streaming on Netflix right now, so make sure you guys check it out and check out
Season
Tony.
1.
He really does make the first 4 episodes. Like, without him, those 4 episodes would have been a snooze fest. So
I
Totally.
bet the views drop steadily when Tony
Yes.
leaves.
Yeah,
It's like
I
it's like
think
Tony,
so.
Tony.
Yeah.
I think so because you really thank you for your service.
Yes. We needed it. It was much
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
appreciated.
Still top 5 on Netflix, so we're crushing it.
Hello.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Okay, thank you guys. We will see you next week, guys.
See you.
Bye.
Thanks, Tony.
Bye.
Bye.